Hi, I'm Nick, and welcome to Storytime, Avengers Disassembled. It was the worst day in Avengers history. Beginning with the shocking Avengers 500, Avengers Disassembled was a pivotal story published in 2004 and written by Brian Michael Bendis, which resulted in the team disbanding and led to many of the modern Marvel Universe's biggest and most universe-changing events such as Decimation and House of M. Brian Michael Bendis shaped the course of these events, and this is where he began by writing the Avengers. Following this, he would reform the team with a roster of his choosing and relaunch the book as the New Avengers, and continue with many ideas and plots for the team, and eventually for the universe at large, as Marvel gave him more and more control over the years. So this is the end of the era of the classic Avengers, but it is also the beginning of Marvel's modern age. Several team members also had their own books revamped and relaunched at the same time. While there are Avengers Disassembled tie-in books for several major Marvel characters, they are very self-contained and don't connect to this story beyond sharing the cause of their troubles, so I'm leaving them all out. To me, this is an Avengers story, but it is technically a crossover event. Now, it's pretty well known in the comics world who's responsible for the disastrous events that befall the team in this book, but I'll preserve the mystery just for anyone who doesn't already know, and I'll encourage you not to look it up beforehand. I'll discuss it a bit after the end, too. If you must have a hint, they have recently been big in the MCU and much talked about this year. There's a reason I'm doing this episode now. I usually give a brief summary of the story to give people an idea of what lies ahead, but I feel this one plays better going in cold. All you need to know for now is that Jack of Hearts, a half-alien Avenger who lived in a containment suit and dealt with a constant fear he would explode and harm his teammates, has recently left Earth and exploded safely in space. Now let's begin. Avengers Disassembled. Chaos. Viper. Really? Really. Madam Hydra? Madam Hydra. Viper. Whatever, yes. The one with the green hair? Yes, my dear Ant-Man. The one with the sexy green hair and green leather. You have a thing for her? I really do. You're a pig, Hawkeye. You don't even know what we're talking about, Jennifer. Janet, am I wrong? Is he being a pig? No, you are not wrong, and yes, he is a pig. See? He asked me who my number one can't have is. What? My can't have. Who's the one girl, you can't have, but... And he said Viper. Who is that? I don't know who that... Madam Hydra. Ugh, ew! Must be all the green. Well, aren't you just... Put it on hold! Security breach. Ground level. Back court. Level red. No. Oh, Lord. Is it really him? It can't be. I saw it myself. I saw him die. Jack of Hearts died. He just died, right? Computer, confirm ID. Is that Jack Hart? I saw it myself. ID confirmed. Jack Hart. Jack of Hearts. Avenger. Deceased. File inactive as of May 5th of this year. Code red. Active Avengers alert instated. Yeah. Avengers assemble. Full alert. What should we do? Computer, radiation level analysis. Ant-Man! Scott, don't! Jack? Jack, it's me, Scott! Jack, what happened? How are you here? How are you alive? I thought you died saving my daughter. I saw it myself. I didn't understand why you would do that, and to see you like this, it's... Jack? Jack, everything's going to be... I'm sorry. Jack of Hearts' entire body erupts in a massive explosion, destroying a large part of the Avengers mansion. Is everyone okay? I can't breathe. Captain, I'm just shaking. Hawkeye, take point. Point of what? Scott? What is this? What's happened? Scott? Oh, sweet Lord. Scott. Scott Lang, the second Ant-Man, has been killed, the flesh stripped from his bones by the explosion. Mr. Secretary General, Mr. President, distinguished delegates and ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you as Tony Stark and Iron Man, as a citizen of the world and as an Avenger, as both the United States Secretary of Defense and an industrialist member of the world economy. We meet in a hall devoted to peace, in a world often rocked by unthinkable violence. Every civilized nation is represented here today, and we are resolved to keep the most basic commitment of civilization, to defend ourselves and our future against terror and lawless violence. And today the United Nations will start the process of redefining the role of the costumed Avenger as Tony Stark glares at the ambassador from Latveria. Latveria is the home of Doctor Doom, and the Avengers have had many troubles there. I'm sorry, I look out to the crowd here, and here you all are, all dressed up and fancy, and there's this guy, right here, front row. This guy. This esteemed delegate from Latveria. Got himself a front row seat and everything. How do you have the nerve to sit there? I thought these seats were for human beings. I mean, how many times do we, as a world, have to put up with your crap? You piece of garbage. You rat fink. You know what a rat fink is, Pally? You should. Latveria invented them. Look it up in the dictionary. You'll see your face. Or the face of your puppet master. Or whatever evil shit is pulling your strings this week. We should take a vote. Yeah, let's all take a vote right now to just wipe your country off the map already and build an amusement park out of the whole thing and call it a day. Tony, don't. What are you? Oh, what? I'm the jerk now? We were all thinking it. Tony, just calm. Get off me, Pim. I mean, look at him. Latverian trash, stinking up the whole... He looks like a rat. Tony, I think it'd be best if you step down now and... Cork it, Chala. See, what I would love to do is put him out of our misery right now. Tony aims his repulsor. Tony, what is wrong with you? Stark, know this. If you do this... What is wrong with you? Shut up. Tony, don't you ever wipe a beat? Get out of my nose, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I offer you our sincerest apologies. Lord. Tony, what was that? What's going on? Wanda, I know this feeling. I know. I think I'm drunk. You drank? Oh, Tony. I don't. You've been sober for so long. Wanda, I didn't have anything to drink. Beep. It's the Avengers. Code White. Oh, no. The mansion. Guys, we have to... Tony? Miss Wasp, ma'am, I think you should wait for Nick Fury to get here. Listen to me. There might be lethal radiation from the blast. We all might be... Ma'am, we checked that before we landed. SHIELD policy is to always check atmospheric. But Jack Hart was half alien. You don't know what he brought. Ma'am, I think you might be in shock. Why don't you? This is a SHIELD matter. We'll take care of the mansion grounds. You and your men talk to the civvies, see if they saw anything. You having trouble breathing? I appreciate your concern, but I would rather you tended to... Listen, Pappy, there's a lot to do here. Just tell me where it hurts so we can... You talk to this man as if you were speaking to me. As far as I'm concerned, this man is an Avenger. Yes, Captain, sir. Jarvis, what happened? It would appear, sir, that we have experienced a tragedy which words cannot properly describe. Master Scott Lang has died, sir, in a most terrible way. Someone must call his young daughter. Who's that? It's a Quinjet. It's one of ours. The whole team's been called in. It's coming in pretty fast. Yeah. Everyone? Captain America sees the vision. Captain America sees the vision through the window of the Quinjet. Vision crashes the Avengers Quinjet into the remains of the mansion at full speed, destroying another large section. The Quinjet punches through the other side of the building, finally coming to a stop in the courtyard. Smoke billows into the air high above the city as Vision emerges from the wreckage. Cap? Avengers, I bring you tidings in this, our darkest hour. I am sorry to inform you that I am no longer in control of the organisms that make up my body structure, and that you are no longer in control of anything that we, as a group, held dear, or what we, as individuals, held as important. Our time is over. I cannot explain to you in terms that any of you would understand why and how this has happened to us, for I am only now beginning to comprehend where it is that we, as a group, have failed, and why we are about to be punished. Vision, what happened? Just tell us, what is... Do know that, though this will seem a betrayal from me, it is not I who brings this plague upon you. Do know that I feel an overwhelming shame for what now must... Vision's mouth opens so wide that his head breaks in half and a metal ball pops out, landing heavily on the ground. Avengers? 4 more silver balls follow it. Fall back! The 5 silver balls each grow into an Ultron robot. Accidentally created by Hank Pym, the sentient machine Ultron is one of the Avengers' strongest and deadliest foes. The Ultrons blast energy from their eyes. Cap blocks one beam with his shield as the others dodge. I said fall back! Fall back where? Ah, this is a nightmare! This is a bad time to hand in my resignation. Ah, what is this? Why is this happening? 5 Ultron robots? You know, call me a traditionalist, but I always thought 1 was plenty. Hawkeye fires explosive arrows into all 5 robots' heads. They detonate, but to no effect. The robots keep coming forward. Cap leads the charge with his shield, She-Hulk behind him. I hate this altogether. Well, I'm going to end it in about 50 seconds. Why is this happening? I feel like I've gone insane. Are these things all connected? I don't even know what's happening. I mean, what does this have to do with Jack of Hearts returning from the dead only to blow up half the mansion and kill Ant-Man? Rah! Shield command. This is Agent Coleman at Avengers HQ. Over. Receiving. We are under attack by multiple. You're breaking up. Just get someone down here! Captain Britain attacks with her sword as She-Hulk gets angry, grabbing one of the robots. Captain America tackled one of the robots, mounting it. He raises his shield high above his head, then brings it down, decapitating it. She-Hulk slams the robot into the ground, screaming with rage. Ah! Hit him in the neck, Avengers! No head, no Ultron! Ah! No head, no Ultron. Got it. Are they sending backup? The hell should I know? I'm not trained for robotic defense systems. Sucks to be you. She-Hulk smashes the robot's face into the pavement again and again, growing angrier and angrier with each blow. The Falcon drops his robot from high in the air, and Captain Britain cuts its head off with her sword. Ah! Was that the real Ultron? I can't tell. The real one did like to talk an awful lot. So wait, we're to believe the Division had an implanted, what, like an implanted program from Ultron to unleash this on us? Damn it. I don't understand. The Vision is a synthetic organism. Years ago, Ultron created the Vision to destroy us, but he broke his command codes and we took him in. He's an Avenger. Don't be too... I'm sick of this! Why? Why is this happening? Why is Scott like dead? Where are you in there? Wake up and tell us what this is! I just watched an Avenger die for no good reason, and this piece of whatever it is knows why. He comes down here and attacks us? No! This is our home! Why? Why? Put him down and calm yourself, Jennifer. I mean it. It's not even human. It's just a thing. A thing that just tried to kill us. Put him down. Jennifer, calm down. No! The Avengers watch in shock and horror as She-Hulk rips the Vision body in half down the middle, entering the Hulk rage state. Her anger is now out of control and self-fueling. An enraged Hulk is a very dangerous thing. As the angrier they get, the stronger they get. Oh, Jennifer, please don't do this. You're not your cousin. You're in control. This isn't you. You can control it. Don't, please, not today. Yeah, shut up. Ah. She smacks the Wasp away. Calm down, lady, or Avenger or not, I will put you down. No! She-Hulk punches and Cap's blocked with his shield. Shield command, if you can hear me, send everything you got. The situation is now level 9. We need a Hulkbuster crew ASAP. Oh, no. Jennifer, I don't want to do this. Jennifer, don't. No! She-Hulk picks up a military transport to hit Captain America with, and he blacks out. Is it over? No. There's more? Much more. They are many, and they have much to answer for. We should just kill them and be done with it. And what would that prove? It has no meaning that way. You're so stupid. But the answer is no. It isn't over. We should take a vote. Yeah, let's all take a vote right now to just wipe your country off the map already and build an amusement park out of it and call the whole thing a day. Tony, I don't need it replayed. Well, Secretary Stark, I think that's too bad, because I'm almost entirely sure it will be replayed over and over and over for the rest of our lives. If you could just tell the President that what happened was, as his new Chief of Staff, I'm obligated to. I know what it looks like, but, Tony, just tell the President it wasn't what it looked like and that... Tony, do I really have to ask for your resignation? Can I speak to the President myself? I don't see that happening. Well, I have to go. There's an emergency at Avengers Mansion. Tony Stark, Iron Man, flies from the UN to the Avengers Mansion. Captain Britain hits She-Hulk with her sword, but she doesn't even notice, and slams the transport into Cap's shield. Ah! This is Special Agent Mara at Avengers Mansion. We have a real problem down here. Ah! And if anyone's reading this, please send the Hulkbuster Initiative. Whoa! Jennifer, please, Tony arrives just in time to see She-Hulk throwing cars on the street and smashing everything in sight while Hawkeye tries to reason with her. Iron Man flies down, using his momentum to punch She-Hulk in the jaw, finally knocking her out. Well, I took no pride in that. Tony, Cap is trapped under a truck. Oh my lord, I know. What's happened here? Just get him out from... Takes 2 seconds for the armor to magnetize. Oh no. Cap? Cap, are you okay? Is she down? Yes. What happened here? Did She-Hulk do all this? No. I don't know. Guys, we have another man down. Captain Britain is out. Cap, I have the Wasp. She's in bad shape. I shouldn't have moved her, but I was afraid someone would step on her. Sam, take her to the hospital. Yeah, I'm on my way. Just making sure there wasn't something we could do for her here. Giant Man, Hank Pym, arrives to see the mansion in ruins and on fire. He sees the Ultron robots and the Vision torn apart, both of which he created in a way, as Ultron created the Vision. And then he sees the Falcon holding a tiny and injured Wasp, his ex-wife, Janet Van Dyne. Jan? Hank, I was just about to take her to the emergency room. Hold her steady, Sam. We'll be there in a second. Beth Israel Hospital. That really hurt. Sorry, Captain. You pulled it out of its socket. There's no nice way that happens, and there's no nice way to put it back. You might want to take it easy for the next couple of weeks. I don't think that'll happen. Well, I have some of your teammates to attend to, so if you'll excuse me. How are the others? Captain Britain lies in critical condition. Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, is sedated in S.H.I.E.L.D. custody. The remains of the second Ant-Man, Scott Lang, are interred in the S.H.I.E.L.D. morgue. The remains of the Vision synthezoid body are stored at Stark Enterprises. And the Wasp, Janet Van Dyne, also lies in critical condition and has not regained consciousness. Hank waits by her side. Their relationship has been long and troubled, but he has never stopped loving her. Come on, Jan. Come on. Janet, it's so hard for the doctors to work on you when you're this little wasp size. What bothers me here is when you've gotten hurt in the past, you'd automatically revert to full size. In fact, this time, you haven't. I won't lie to you. You're scaring me. I have been pulling all your medical files off my server at home. They have x-rays and CAT scans. So hopefully we'll find something, but you really need to wake up now, okay? We're under attack. Yeah, I'm kind of caught on to that, but I'm asking by who? Who? We know who. And actually, I think this is just a bad day that isn't over. A bad day? Yeah, a really bad day. I'm not being braggy, but we are extraordinary individuals. We are. But we don't have good days and bad days. We have extraordinarily good days, and we have extraordinarily bad days. This was an extraordinarily bad day. It was a lot more than that. And you know what else? We had it coming. This ain't gonna be the most popular thing I ever say, but yeah, we had it coming. We're all about the short term. We're all about whatever's in front of us that second, and then we're on to the next thing. We think Jack of Hearts is dead. We leave him up there in space. What do we know, right? Because now we got Namor to deal with, or this, or that. But guess what? Jack isn't dead. He comes back and he explodes on us like he always feared he would. Now Scott's dead. My brain can't even process yet. We put out the Code White, our highest priority call, and the Vision shows up and launches an Ultron attack. And I'm saying that all of that happening in such a small amount of time is not a bad day. Yeah, but this Ultron robot, this thing is your worst enemy. So let's say what? That years ago he could have implanted some code or a chip or whatever. A command that said whenever the Avengers hit the Code White, whenever we're at our worst moment, launch this pre-programmed attack. Kind of genius, really. I mean, it worked. I think, you know what? I think that's a pretty good guess. He's done worse to us. We don't know how to kill Ultron. Really kill him. He's AI, right? We don't know how he sustains life as an artificial intelligence. No, you don't. I do. He could be alive in your armor for all you know. And She-Hulk? Well, you got to keep putting Hulks on the team and you're all shocked when it backfires. I'm telling you, listen, I'm not happy about any of this. But I'm saying, the way we live, we sort of had a day like this coming. Well, there's more to it than this. More? Just listen. I was addressing the UN earlier, and all of us... Did you tell them? Hank, just calm. Tell them, Tony! Tell them what you did! What did you... He was drunk! He got up in front of the UN, drunk! He got all crazy and he threatened to kill the Latvian ambassador in front of the gathered world leaders! Listen, just... It was a disaster. I wasn't drunk. Say it again, Tony! I was there! I wasn't drunk. I didn't have a drink. I haven't had one in who knows how long. I was overcome with the feeling of being drunk. I wasn't in control. That's why I think this is some sort of attack. All of it happening at the same time. The mansion, boom. Scott, boom. Vision, boom. And boom, I'm asked to step down as Secretary of Defense. When did that happen? At the exact same time you were dealing with all of this. See? You see? All of this. Oh, man. You're actually using this nightmare, to whitewash what you did today? You would do that? No, I'm saying they're connected. Hey, I created Ultron. I'll take responsibility for my nightmare. Don't come here. You don't believe me? Fine. I don't. Really? I was right there. Is that it? You all don't believe me. I believe you. Man says what the man says. I believe you. Well, my dad is an alcoholic. I told you this. It's hard for me to hear you say these things without hearing the crap he used to say. You're kind of wobbly now, man. I thought it was from all the drama, but... Well, that's just great. I'm not judging. I'm saying this is something we have to deal with together. I cannot tell you how happy I am that I spent over half of my personal fortune financially supporting the Avengers, so that support can come back to me like this. Cap, I didn't mean that he should... Tony! Really, my heart is so filled with your respect and understanding. Tony! Thank you so very much. Tony flies off in a huff. Should I go after him? Give him a minute. He'll get it together. Can't fly that fast anyhow. I didn't mean he should bail. He asked me a question. I gave him an answer. What did you think he was going to do? I believe Tony. Well, that's you. But he did seem shaky and sweaty. He's not a shaky, sweaty guy. Cap, you didn't see what I saw today. You haven't seen the news. That bad? It's all over the TV. Look, can you see it from here? The UN is having an emergency meeting right now, and you can only imagine what the subject is. They're going to bail on us. Uh-oh. Burp. Something going on at the mansion. Thought the mansion was in shield lockdown. It is. I'll meet you there. I am so not in the mood for any more of this. I'm staying with Janet. Do what you think you must. Sure we should park the Quinjet across the street like this? In the park? The mansion's the crime scene. This will have to do. Did you see what I saw? I saw it. Are you ready for this? A vast array of Marvel's heroes have come to the mansion to offer their help. Among them are Nick Fury, the Fantastic Four, Moon Knight, Hercules, Namor, the Sentry, Black Panther, Daredevil, and Spider-Man. Why have you all come here? What else would you have us do, Captain? This. We were all Avengers once upon a time, and the Avengers are in trouble. The call went out. We have answered it. And, as I was just telling you all, noble as your presence here might be, I need you people to leave, immediately. But, Colonel Fury, from what you've told me, this is one of, if not the worst days in Avengers history. I think everyone is here out of a sense of, that's fine and good, Richards, but go do it over there in Central Park. This is a live crime scene. At least 2 Avengers died here just hours ago, and you people are tainting the crime scene. You're a scientist. You of all people know. Any one of you could be emitting toxins or radiations into the air that are corrupting the environment, affecting the atmosphere, no matter how subtle, no matter how infinitesimal. We have no idea what went on here today, and until S.H.I.E.L.D. gets a proper field rating, what you people are doing here right now is illegal! Disperse! In light of today's unpleasant events, the United Nations has unanimously voted to disavow its relationship with the organization known as the Avengers. This is not to discount the staggering achievements they have had in the pursuit of this world's safety, but in light of today's public performance by Anthony Stark, mixed with the growing concerns over the stability of such so-called hero organizations, we will be revisiting this. Well, that was fast. It's how they do it, Hawkeye. Like a band-aid. Right off. They're doing what they think is best. Oh, please. There's a bigger picture, a world picture that they have to consider. They sold us out. All we've done for them, and in our worst moment, boom, sold us out. They don't owe us any. Not so much as a phone call. They don't owe us a phone call. Bunch of suits. You're angry, and you Cap, listen. All due respect. We should never have even been involved with them in the first place. The bureaucracy was always strangling this team to death. We aren't politicians. We're superheroes. We're the guys people can count on because they know they can't really count on anyone else. And if I'm mad about anything, it's that I knew this was coming one day. These suits, I knew it. Well, fine, but I think some of your anger is a bit misdirected. Nah, come on, man, he's right. We just lost our friends. People died. Heroes died. They sideswiped us while we were down. It's a sleazy move. Well, poor Tony Stark. Yeah, and he has more bad news coming. They've asked him to step down? Yeah. From Secretary of Defense? Yeah. And not in a nice way. Why are you people still here? What part of leave do you... Suddenly, a huge alien warship fills the sky overhead. Hell, Gary, this is Fury. What are you reading? Sorry, Colonel? What are you reading, soldier? I need intel, ASAP. On what exactly, sir? There's an alien craft spinning around over our heads. I'm not picking up anything, Colonel. Cap? Any Avenger who can fly, assemble. Warburg, take the lead. Get up there and see what this is. Nick, you can't stop them, so don't... No, we have to... What are we looking for? You don't see this? I see it. That helps. Oh my god. I need to go get some more arrows. An even larger Kree battlecruiser appears, and huge fighter craft pour out from it and begin attacking the city. It's a full-scale invasion by the Kree. Hellcarrier! Still nothing, Colonel. What exactly are we looking for? Look out your fucking window! Oh! Oh my! Yeah! Bam! Energy beams blast the pavement around the heroes as they spring into action. Any of you jokers speak Kree? I barely speak English good. Why are they here? Why are they doing this? Well, maybe I'm just punchy from being in every world war since they invented them, but I don't like they're here for any frickin' picnic. 4 shields. Carrie, I need detailed intel on Kree defensive system and attack patterns, and I need it now. Ah! We need to communicate with these Kree soldiers and find out what it is they think they're doing. Yeah, one thing at a time. Sam sees someone who shouldn't exist, Wonder Man in his ionic form. Hercules and Spider-Man bring down a fighter and smash open the cockpit, but the pilot only speaks in Kree and fires at them wildly. May the mighty Hercules help this battle to victory as quickly as it has been thrust upon us. Let us see the face of our opponent and hear his words of war. He should write greeting cards. Ah! Quasar! Why have you attacked us? Why is the Kree Armada attacking Earth's soil? And translate it for us, Slappy. We know you can. You Avengers insult our entire warrior race. We asked you a question. We have come to remove you from the history books of the great Kree culture. Why now? Of all times, why now? It was foretold by the Supreme Intelligence that this day and time would come. This is the end of the Avengers, and the Kree have arrived to see it so. You will die by the hand of those you betrayed. How did we betray you? This is the day. Vroom. A Kree ground assault force teleports down and attacks the Avengers. Separated from the others, Hawkeye stands alone against the alien horde. Okay, you old pishers. Time to end this. Hawkeye decimates the troops with multiple arrows fired at once. Come on, Avengers. Let's end this our way. These blue jerks came around today, looking for a fight? Let's send them home with something to talk about. You alien jerks picked the wrong day to screw with this Avenger. In the future, what you need to do is... Hawkeye's quiver is hit by an energy blast and catches fire. It will soon explode. Ah, crap. Need some help here. Hawkeye! Not like this. Not like this. Hawkeye! Like this! Hawkeye uses an enemy soldier's jetpack to fly himself into the exhaust vents of the mothership. Hawkeye's pack explodes, taking the mothership with him. Cap rallies the team. Avengers assemble! But the alien force is already in retreat, and they teleport back to the ships and fly away. No! No, 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 no! What happened, Carol? They're gone! Gone? Helicarrier? There's no readings that we can... When I get up there, I want answers. You guys are seriously underperforming. Ben, don't. We gotta at least get his body out of there. The guy deserves a normal... The hell is this? It's not paper. It ain't metal. Seems like... I don't know what this is. You with the big brain. Someone better give me some answers before I totally lose my... I'm sorry I could not get here sooner. But I thought by now you would understand the true nature of these attacks. The magics are being abused. Doctor Strange? Oh no. Then... Wow, did I need this? I am so crazy in my head today. What's going on, Janet? Listen, Wanda, I'll tell you, but you can't tell anyone. What happened? I had a bit of a scare. Are you okay? I'm fine. It just, my monthly friend came a little late, and I thought I might be, you know. You thought you were pregnant? Hey, shh, I'm not. I just thought I was. I was really freaked out because that is the last thing I need. With all the crap in my life right now, that's what the world needs. Little Clint Barton walking around. Are you two still seeing each other? Now it entailed the two of us having an adult conversation about our feelings, which clearly is not either of our strong suits. Can you imagine? Me with a kid? Like a kid to grow up normal in this environment. Avengers should not have kids. Superheroes should not have kids. That should be a rule. And you thought you could have two? What? What? What does that mean? Two of what? Oh, nothing. No. What did I say? I'm just tipsy as all get out. Margaritas and the New York sun do not mix. I gotta pee. You gotta pee? I gotta pee. I'll be back in 2 shakes. Now. Please, Doctor Strange, I don't understand. What is happening to us? Most of you I have met, but others I have not. My name is Dr. Stephen Strange. I am a practitioner of the mystic arts, and I have achieved master level. I am talking to you from the astral plane, a metaphysical dimension layered on top of the one in which you live. I have taken the liberty of casting a handful of cloaking spells around this entire area. I have done all this to keep the unwanted eyes and ears of those who would choose to harm you blind, at least momentarily. I fear we do not have long. Clearly, you are in immediate and grave danger from a magic force of immense power. I am truly sorry I could not be here to stop this before it started, but a great deal of my studies include intensive meditations. I was in a place where I could not see what was happening to you until it was too late. But now I see that the magics have been molested in an attack aimed at you. Doctor, please, who did this? Who murdered our teammates? The events of the past day, the devastation, the bedlam. I must ask you, is there anyone the Avengers have dealt with who has this level of mystic power? Someone who could orchestrate this level of chaos? Tears form in Cap's eyes. Then, Agatha? Wanda Maximoff. You gave me a bit of a fright just now. Come, sit. We haven't spoken in a good long time. Agatha, why do people think I once had 2 children? Where are my children? Sit down, Wanda. Sit down and we'll have a... Tell me where my children are! Now. No. Captain. No, she's a good person. She's our friend. She doesn't have that in her blood. Actually, she does. She is Magneto's daughter. And before she was an Avenger, she was a mutant terrorist. She was a premier member of the Brotherhood. And she married a robot. No offense. I mean, the Vision is a robot. If I was dating a robot, you'd all talk about me behind my back. The Vision's not a robot. He was as real as... He told me he was a robot. Android. Hey, I like him. I was just saying, what are you even doing here? I was helping with the aliens a second ago. I don't understand. Why do you think she would... Wanda's life has had a lot of misfortune, but nothing that would suggest she was capable of this. Even if you include what happened with her children, and that was sad. I delivered those children. Did something happen to her children? It ends up that she, conjured them into existence, if that's the word. They weren't actually real. She created them with her hex powers. She willed them into existence. She wanted them very badly, is how it was told to me. She, in a way, tricked herself into giving birth to them, but they didn't really exist. Agatha Harkness, that woman, her mentor, Agatha, she was the one who figured out what the children really were. So she erased them. She took care of it. Why didn't you people come to me when this happened? Doctor, what are you thinking? Please hear me out. We don't have much time. There has always been an uneasy structure to Maximoff's power. As a mutant, she was born with her powers over magic, her hex power. It wasn't earned through spirituality. It was given to her without understanding of its consequence. But maybe for her the rules don't apply. I'm sorry, but didn't she have trouble controlling her powers in the past? Yes. Wait, if it's chaos magic, then it can be reversed. You can bring them back. Please. Doctor, please, reverse this before it's too late. Bring back Scott. Bring back Hawkeye. Bring back... I'm sorry if I didn't make myself clear. Magic isn't an illusion. This was not a magic trick. These events, they happened. Your friends they are dead. I had tried years ago to take Wanda on as a student, but her obligations to her family and to you, her teammates, distracted her. I am unsure as to the level of her power, but her hexes always seemed much too limited to create what has gone on here. But we should tell you, Doctor. Not too long ago she tapped into a power source that she calls it... the chaos magics. Yes, she can control the probabilities of reality and... What are you people talking about? Stop. No, Wanda did not do this. Then where is she, Carol? She's the only one not here. Thor isn't. Yeah, didn't you guys fight that Loki once? Could it be that Loki guy? God of mischief. Wanda did not do this. And really, I'm offended that you... Magneto's daughter? I didn't know that. You people are saying that she killed the Vision? That she killed her own husband? You're wrong. Wanda was with me today at the UN. She was right there. She was not the one who did this. There's a great possibility, Iron Man, that she may not even be aware of what she's doing. Doctor, I'm sorry. I have an immense amount of respect for you, but we cannot accuse a teammate of this kind of terrorism. I need more than your theory. My theory. Listen to me. This chaos magic, the source of her new reality-altering powers, I am the master of the mystic arts, and I am telling you, there's no such thing as chaos magic. Please, forget we are talking about your friend, and listen to me tell you the story of an orphaned mutant with a sordid, violent past, with powers she did not earn, nor can she control, powers she never fully understood. Can you understand the delicate mindset of a woman, a person who has control over reality? It means reality controls her. Imagination becomes the enemy. Structure disappears. Reality, eventually, as she knows it, starts to slip away, elude her, blur. Drama, conflict, tragedy, they become excuses to change the world to fit the image that she has for it. Anything she doesn't like, she can change, no matter how slight. People, places, things, everything is hers to change. But every time she does that, every time she gives in to her desires, no matter how noble they may be, a little more of her slips away. She loses herself, her reason, but she struggles quietly every day to keep it in check, to keep it all together. For a person of strong mind and body, for a person of pure spirit, the task of coping with these powers would be all-consuming. But here is a woman for whom, by the nature of her upbringing and chosen occupation, every day is stressful, chaotic, And after a life lived with lost love, violence, and drama, what does she do? She says to herself, I deserve happiness. I want to bring something into the world that is good, that I can love. And she gives birth to children, even though she can't. She played mommy to make herself feel like someone she thinks is normal. And that ends tragically as well? If I told you a story like this, you'd say to yourself, this sounds like a person who has lost control of themselves on a deep psychological level. You'd say this sounds like a disturbed person. How does anything I've described not sound like Wanda Maximoff? No. But Wanda doesn't even remember what happened to her children. Agatha Harkness took care of that too. Maybe she remembered. If this is true, why is she attacking us? I don't know. You're wrong. I truly hope so, but I am not. There's only one way to find out. Doctor, is there anything you can do to help us find her? Please. The magics create a map. I can point you right to her. But I warn you, if this is true, then there is no way you could be prepared for what we'll see when we find her. Kids, dinner. It's your favorite. Yay! You kids play nice today? Ah, shh. I wasn't going to say anything. You two behave. Yes, Mommy. What am I going to do with you two? Wanda, please, let me help you. Then go away. I told you we should have punished them all. Stop it. They're going to break us up again. No, he's not. He cares about Mommy. He's one of the good. No! Wanda, please. None of this is real. These aren't your children. You don't have children. None of this is real, Wanda. Don't do this. You don't know. See? Why is he saying this? And they are not talking. It's you talking. It's your voice. I hear you. I want to help you. Shut up, stupid. Stop telling me what to do. He loves Mommy. No. Wanda, we've grown very close lately, right? I want to... Look! Wanda manifests a red skull and a crew of Nazi soldiers, and they open fire on Captain America, blowing him out of the building. Mommy, don't let him take us away. No, it won't happen again. Mommy, I don't want to go away again. No one will take you away from me again. Do you know what you've done? You killed the Vision, Wanda! Your own husband! Do you know that? Do you? You killed Scott Lang! You killed Hawkeye! Janet's in a coma! Stay away from my children. You've destroyed the Avengers! All of it! It's gone! Not so fast, sugar. Wanda manifests Rogue to defend her. You can't have them. Wanda manifests the Hulk and a host of other heroes and villains to fight for her. Spider-Man is even fighting copies of himself. Wanda is losing control even more rapidly. Her children are worried when Doctor Strange enters the fray. Wanda Maximoff! You will stop this madness now! You are hurting your friends and hurting yourself! This stops now! No! You can't take my children away from me again! The two battle with magic. Wanda summons Dormammu to blast Strange, but he counters with the Eye of Agamotto. The Eye of Agamotto will show you the truth. You will stop this madness. These magics are not yours to abuse. Doctor Strange finally overcomes the Scarlet Witch, and she falls from the sky. Captain America catches her. If there was any other way, I'm sorry. She breathing? She is alive, but she is gone. Her mind was in a delicate state to begin with. Wanda? Colonel Fury, what are we looking for? No, lonely. Who is that, Colonel? Agatha Harkness. Jeez, how long has she been rotting there? Long time. Can you wake her up? She's not asleep. How can we help her? You can give her to me. Magneto arrives. Give me my daughter. He takes Wanda Maximoff in his arms. Xavier was right. It was you. I failed you. Magneto, where are you taking her? Magneto flies away, saying nothing. The Avengers disassemble, going their own ways, leaving the scene of a battle they fought together for perhaps the last time. Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne survey the wreckage of the Avengers mansion.
It's kind of beautiful, in a weird way.
This is the way Tony's leaving it?
It's his. He can do whatever he wants with it. What are you thinking, Dr. Pym?
I don't want to say. Favorite thing about Clint was that no matter what Cap said, he disagreed. Not just disagreed, but crazy disagreed. If Cap said, I like turkey, Jarvis, that's not necessary. Sorry, sir. Habit. Hawkeye would yell, turkey sucks, and you suck, and who made you boss?
Hi, guys. Janet? I'm okay, Carol.
Very good, madam.
You can't return a phone call? I haven't been in the country. That's why God invented telephones. I wasn't blowing you off, Carol. Any of you. I was in recovery. A lot of sleeping and a lot of bad TV. I was worried. I'm sorry, guys. I thought everyone was... Jennifer! Jen, why aren't you hooked up for the big reunion? Why are you here with Jennifer Walters and not She-Hulk? I thought it would be in bad taste, considering... No one's mad at you, Jennifer. You didn't do anything wrong.
No one's mad at you. The Vision's body was already destroyed before you picked him up. And it wasn't you. It was Wanda. It was her controlling you. No one here thinks otherwise.
Listen,
Thank you all for coming. As you know, there was any upside to the nightmare we've been through. It's that I was able to put the genie back in the bottle as far as my secret identity is concerned. Most people believe that Tony Stark and Iron Man are now two completely different people. I would never ask any of you to outright lie for me. But if it comes up, if you could at least not say anything to contradict me, I would appreciate it. But I hope you know that this is about the hardest thing I've ever had to say out loud. But because of the physical and mental damage, Wanda's breakdown, or whatever we are calling it, because of the damage to us, to me and my company, I'm not going to be in a position to finance the Avengers anymore. Or more to the point, the foundation that I created that funds the Avengers just doesn't have enough cash in it to repair this. Realize that when someone like me has a bad day, like that day, the public humiliation, billions of dollars are lost, thousands of jobs are lost. No exaggeration. I have to think about the people whose lives depend on me. As long as I have that priority hanging over my head, I'm not going to be able to bring the foundation back to a place like the one we would need to rebuild. I don't think it would surprise any of you that the sheer financial magnitude of the daily upkeep of the mansion was, and with the UN officially treating us like a date that wouldn't put out, it doesn't look like we'll be able to find the government funding we would need. I know that whining about money when Clint, Scott, Wanda, and the Vision are no longer with us seems crass on the surface, but it affects you all, or I wouldn't even bring it up.
My sister loved you.
Pietro?
Where have you been? I was on vacation, sitting in Greenland in a small rented cabin, reading novels. That's what I was doing when this happened. I was reading. But we saw you that day. That was not me, so it must have been my sister's doing. Oh, my God. Do you know where Wanda is? She's with my father. Magneto has left the country and had taken her to Charles Xavier. Xavier is trying to repair her mind through any number of, and they said, psychic techniques. Xavier tried to make her what she once was, to heal her mind, but even if he does, my sister, when she realizes what she has done here, I think it will be impossible to ever heal her. She will never be the woman she once was. Not after this. No one could recover from this. I came here to apologize. I came here to...
Quicksilver runs away. Jennifer Walters tells the team she's going to stop being She-Hulk. They know it wasn't her fault, but she blames herself anyway. Hank and Jan tell their friends they're going to give their marriage another shot. It meant a lot to Jan that Hank waited at her bedside until she awoke, and both have realized what they mean to each other. Sam also resigns from the Avengers, saying he's considering retiring from being the Falcon. Captain Britain resigns as well, saying she's going back home to England and retiring from being a superhero.
We did do good things, right? I mean, we did do something good. I I just need to know it was worth it.
Tony, what was our best moment? Best moment? Your opinion. Best moment. I think for me, best thing we ever did was getting together in the first place. I was so new to the armor, the adventure. When the team got together, Hulk included, I said to myself, this is worth doing. This is important. A super group. Don't tell anyone I ever said this out loud because I know it sounds arrogant beyond comprehension, but I always thought of us as the Beatles of superheroes. I will never be more proud of anything in my whole life. That's why I picked up the check in the first place. It was the best money I ever spent. How about you, Janet? You've been here with me since day one.
Honestly, finding Captain America. We needed him. The country needed him. Look at him. We still need him. From the very second he joined the Avengers, the entire team was energized. I think of that day, and I still get chills. Ow, when I saw that shield, I couldn't believe it. Captain America is here. Thank God. Hank, tell them yours. I know it, but tell them.
You might find this odd considering I wasn't there for most of it, but the one thing I wish I could have been a bigger part of was the Kree-Skrull War. This was the Avengers at their very best. Two alien races using the planet Earth, using New York City as a battlefield. And you, all of you, standing right in their way. At least from the outside, it looked like a pure victory. Sometimes these battles we wage, the fighting can feel somewhat compromised, shallow, conflicted, but not this one. No. Really wish I'd been more a part of it. Simon, this might seem in terrible taste to some of you, considering, but I thought the Vision marrying Wanda was, well, it wasn't the most victorious moment or the most heroic, but it was our best moment. And I think I'm going to stick to my guns on this. I'm just going to decide to remember them like this. Hank? Remember that guy, Michael? Korvac, yeah. Korvac. That guy had the power of the universe in his hands. At least he said he did. Who knows? Anyway, it looked like we couldn't win. And we did. As a team. That was the one time, to me, that was the one time I thought we couldn't. Not wouldn't, but couldn't save the day. But we did. We saved the universe. The entire universe. That sounds like a pretty damn good day. Cheers.
Here's one that I personally wasn't even an Avenger for. I wasn't even a superhero yet. I was just Carol Danvers. But when you and Captain Marvel kicked the living daylights out of Thanos, stories you guys tell about that, those are my favorite. That really must have been something. And try describing a situation that fantastic to one of your civilian friends. They have no idea what you're talking about. They have no frame of reference. Also, I think you all know how inspirational Marvel was to me in my development as a superhero, or whatever I am. Hey Jarvis, what about you? I'd like to hear this.
Oh, I suppose I have a soft spot for the fisticuffs that took place right here when those Bulgarians had the audacity to foul the mansion with their presence. They refer to themselves as the masters of evil, I do believe. Just repulsive human beings, each and every one. And all the time it has been my honor to serve the Avengers in their day-to-day needs. Never before had I felt so helpless and violated. But the Avengers were victorious, and this humble servant's life was spared. This, to me, ended up being a lovely day. You know what? This is funny in a way, but my favorite Avengers moment was the one the Falcon wasn't an Avenger for either. What do you think it means that half of us picked Avengers we weren't part of? Maybe, all said and done, we all liked the idea of the Avengers more than actually being in it. But for me, when word came out that you all finally put the holy beat down on that annoying pain-in-the-ass robot Ultron, how great must that have felt? Surprised, actually, you didn't pick this one, Pym, considering, no offense or anything. Ultron, down. Let's hope he stays down. For a minute there, I thought, during all of Wanda's chaos and those Ultrons appeared, I thought he was the one behind it all, and that he was back. Scared the crap out of me. Now I wish it was him.
him, it, whatever. Cap?
Steve?
Like you said before, the Avengers have been a part of my life since the very moment I woke up to this new world. And even with all the drama and tragedy that has always surrounded us, it never occurred to me that it could ever end. I never thought it would happen. To Clint Barton, to Scott Lang, to the Vision, to Marvel, yes, to Jack of Hearts, to Jack Hart, Swordsman, Mockingbird, Yellow Jacket, Dr. Druid, Whizzer, Two-Gun Kid, Gilgamesh, Marina, Thunderstrike. How about to all of us, Wanda too? Well, I really shouldn't keep them waiting any longer. Did anyone actually show up? Are you serious?
The courtyard of the ruined mansion is filled with citizens holding a candlelight vigil for the Avengers. It extends out to the street beyond, and the heroes are humbled and heartened by the show of affection and appreciation. The end. The Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, became a much more important character following this event, and her power eventually changed the entire world in the event House of M, where she rewrote reality so that mutants had always been the world's ruling class, and her father Magneto was in total control of the most powerful nation in the world. She put the world back the way it was when it was revealed that she was being used to fulfill Magneto's deepest desires, and to punish him she declared, "No more mutants," leading to the X-Men event Decimation, where 90% of the world's mutants simply no longer existed, whether they disappeared entirely or just lost their mutant genes. The X-Men reformed as a haven for the few who remained, and that story was called the 198, the number of remaining mutants they knew of. From this stage, the modern age of Marvel would play out, with other heroes having a larger impact without mutants everywhere using their powers. The Avengers themselves would be reformed, as I said in the intro, into the new Avengers, and civil war was looming on their horizon. This was certainly not the end of the Avengers, but it was the end of the classic era that began the team. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm not much of an Avengers fan, but there are a few stories I got into over the years, and this was one of them. And I can tell you New Avengers is a fantastic book, and I like Civil War quite a bit. Until the ending, anyway. Though it is a bloated and overlarge event you should not read the entire reading order for, but only the heroes and books which interest you. See you next time.